Hello everyone, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be the first video of a new series that I'm starting, which is example solves. So for the next couple of years, I'm just gonna be posting a lot of example solves, both in color neutrality as well as white only, and also for white yellow solvers. So in this first video, I'm gonna be doing 5 color neutral 3x3 example solves. So right now I'm averaging sub 9 in competition and sub 8 at home. So these example solves are gonna be for people who are averaging like around 15 seconds to like 10 seconds. So yeah, let's dive into the first scramble. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna be doing blue here because I see that all my blue cross pieces are here, 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 and here. So they are like pretty close with each other, so it makes the execution even more smooth and fluid. So I'm gonna move this edge to here to make it solved in opposite, and then these two edge pieces are already solved opposite, and so this is my final cross edge. So like immediately when I looked at blue, I saw that I can preserve this corner and this edge. So this corner and this edge are gonna be my first F12 pair. So I will be moving this piece here. So keep in mind that as I am inserting this cross edge, I am also inserting this corner. So I'm inserting this corner and then solve this. So this corner is tucked there, and then this edge, which I can just do like D, F2, D. And then this will be my first pair, so these two. So I'm just gonna rotate, solve this pair into the back, and I immediately look ahead to this pair. So this pair, pretty easy. So I can just solve this. And here is a bit crazy thing because I saw that when I was solving this pair, so I saw that there was no good edge. So I saw this corner, and then I saw that there is no edge, like there is no red yellow edge, like on the top. So it must be solved in the back. So it's actually solved in the back. So what I can do is I can actually do keyhole. So what you do is you do a D prime, and then you insert this corner, and then you do a D. So it's much more efficient and less move count. And as I did the keyhole, I saw this pair, my last F12 pair. So I'm just gonna do this, and then Olo, J perm. All right, let's move to the second solve. Okay, I immediately saw something really cool on orange cross. So you see my cross pieces are here, 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 and here, and this is gonna be my first F12 pair. So like when I saw this, I was thinking, okay, how do I preserve this pair? So it's pretty easy. So what you do is you solve this pair first, this cross edge first. So you do an R to solve these two opposite in relation to each other, and then you do an F, so that this cross edge is now in relation to like this cross edge can be solved in just with like a D and L. So now we do a D prime. and then R to solve this cross edge, and then the last cross edge is here. Notice that when we insert this cross piece, so this pair gets preserved, and I didn't saw this, and I probably I won't see this pair. This pair already got made, so I would just do a D2, and then I would solve this pair into the back. So, and then when I inserted this pair into the back, then I would probably see this in a solve. So I would just insert this, and then I would rotate, and then many options here. So what I can do is, so you have this pair and these two, and there's actually a really nice way to like preserve these pairs. So what I can do is I can solve this pair first. So I can do a sledgehammer and then insert, so it preserves this pair as well. And for this pair, there's no point to do a sledgehammer because it just doesn't give me edges. So I'll just rotate and then insert, and then OLL, and then U-perm. Pretty nice. And now scramble 3. Okay. So in this scramble is pretty easy as well. So as you can see, this cross edge, so I'm doing yellow cross, by the way. So this cross piece is pretty much one move away, and then this cross is also one move away, and this cross piece is also one move away. So, and I see this pair which I can preserve. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this pair out of the way, and then I'm going to insert this cross edge, and then I'm going to insert this cross edge. So you see these three are in relation to each other, and then I can just do a D R2, and now this pair is preserved. So I will just solve this pair into the front like this, and I saw this pair, so I'll probably rotate again, and then I insert this pair like this, and then I would do this pair, so pretty standard, and this pair. And for this pair, I'm not gonna do like the regular ALK, I'm gonna force edges, so I'm just gonna do this. So in this way, oh sorry, never mind. Wait, let's do the scramble again. Okay, so yeah, okay, so yeah, like this. So I'm solving this pair, and I would go for these two then, and then these two, and then these two, and I'm gonna insert it with the sledgehammer to force edges, and then OLL, PLO. Okay, scramble 4. All right. Let's see. Okay, so it's pretty easy. I'm doing yellow cross here once again. So this cross piece and this cross piece and this cross piece are all in relation to each other, so they can just be solved in 2 moves. And this is the final cross piece. And I also saw these pair, so we're gonna have a pair here when we finish the cross. So in inspection, I would hold the cube like this. So like I would place the cube on my table like this after I'm done with the inspection. So, and then I would pick up the cube and just do straight D prime, and then R wide R prime maybe. And then so you see, like when I do this move, all three cross pieces are solved, and it's just the final, this cross piece is just one move away. So when we do the move, you see that this pair is already made up, so we can just do a L prime, D prime, and then this pair is made, and then I will just solve this pair into the back. And you see this pair is also made up, so I would solve this pair as well. And a lot of options here. So you can do these two or these two. Normally I would do these two, because I normally, it's a general advice that try to solve more pairs into the back, because when you're solving this pair into the back, you can actually look ahead even better. So once I solve this pair into the back, I solve these two. So, and since there is no edges there, I'm just gonna do a sledgehammer to force edges, and then Olo, PLO. Alright, last scramble. Right, so oh, okay, wow. Let's dive deeper, because this is a really good scramble. Okay, so I can do a potential X cross on orange. So you see this block, and you see this cross, so this edge that goes with the block, and these two cross pieces are solved, and this is the cross piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert the block first. So I'm just gonna move this edge first, move the block first, and then do a D2 L2. So it solves the block, and I'm just gonna do a D prime U at the same time, so that my block is preserved, and then I can just insert this with the F. So when I insert this cross edge, it also solves the edge, which with the block. So a lot of people do D here, but I'm not gonna do D. I'm just gonna do a wide U prime, because it gives me more pieces to look ahead, and this pair is in, like, it gives me this solved pair into the back, so it makes even possible to look ahead. So I saw these two, so I'm just gonna insert this, and as I solve this, I already looked ahead to this two, so I would just solve this, and I would solve this. So normally I solve this pair like this, and then Olo, keep him.